hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? Bella Rita, I do think that worked. The power of the lightning bolt on Howie's heart of influence on this Trajectory Tuesday, the only complete, holistic, diagnostic, dynamic, interconnected actualization tool for all of human acceleration, as well as AI, business, and mission. Bella Rita, who's here?
Sean, we definitely have some extraordinary people for Howie Gershman's Heart of Influence. And first, coming from Greensboro, North Carolina, over a decade of insurance expertise delivering tailored solutions for business and individual financial security. Specializes in IRS approved tax planning strategies that generate significant savings and improve organizational financial outcomes. Designs innovative approaches to enhance employee compensation, benefits, and long-term workforce satisfaction through strategic planning. Let's welcome the one, the only, Karen Anderson.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Bella, you said Carrie or Karen, Bill?
Karen.
One more time.
Karen.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much, Karen, for being here today. And Plato, the Greek philosopher, Karen said, play a game with me for an hour. We're going to learn about each other than if we speak for a year. So we kick this game off with a fun fact. It's a headline, not a story. Bella does have our Chuck Barris Gong Show. Gong! If we get into the story realm. So, for example, I'm a blind man that's taught sighted people to do ski, surf, and scuba diving in the most extreme of conditions, including, of course, the one and only Bella Rita. That's a headline. A story is, my mom found out at 5 years old I was going to go blind. She was so despondent, so hopeless. Gong. So Karen, please, fun, aspirational, could be, I don't know, surprising, shocking, funny, silly, anything that's a headline that would make us say, Karen, no way.
No way.
So Karen, please, what is your headline?
Fun fact. So it is not that I raise dogs, even though you can hear one barking in the background. A fun fact about me is that I once gave a sales presentation after I had unknowingly stepped in dog poop and was up in the entire room, not realizing that a chunk had fallen off onto the floor.
Oh my life. Karen, that is a no way. We've had 9,000 people on the show. That is definitely a top 20 funny fun fact ever. So Karen, thank you for that. Bella Rita, ugh. Who's after Karen? Great job, Karen.
I can't even imagine what you would do if that happened to you.
Oh my life. I would be, yes, losing my mind. So Karen, that was a great job demonstrating a headline in fun. Bella, who's following up? Karen.
Following up, Karen from Atlanta, Georgia, built transformative enterprises advancing intelligent solutions, workforce development, and equitable economic growth across diverse sectors. Recognized innovator in automation and strategic systems, integrating human potential with technology to enhance global efficiency, award-winning economist and thought leader, inspiring inclusive prosperity through neurodiverse leadership and sustainable economic transformation. Let's welcome to the show, Malcolm Adams.
Malcolm, warm welcome to Heart of Influence, Howie Gershman style on this Trajectory Tuesday. Malcolm, please, what is your headline? Fun fact.
I can throw a tomahawk and hit a target at 15 yards.
Dude, that's amazing. I want to throw tomahawks. I had a tomahawk when I was a kid. My dad, Malcolm, I want to learn to throw tomahawks. That is an awesome headline. Fun fact. Bella, we're 2 for 2. We got Karen, Malcolm, 2 for 2. Headline, awesome fun facts. Come on, Bella.
2 for 2. Let's make it 3 for 3. Coming from Westchester, Virginia, strategic growth architect driving transformative revenue expansions through purposeful leadership and adaptive systems, empathetic team, cultivator of focus on high performance cultures, continuously learning and collecting achievements and collective achievement, insightful process optimizer, delivering measurable efficiency gains, clear operational framework, and sustainable organizational momentum. Let's welcome to the show, Matt Dillingham.
Thank you. I could not have said it better than that. I give you praise for that, Bella. You can live tonight. Congratulations, Bella. So yes, I guess for me it would be I was serving the Marine Corps and I got to march in Obama's first inauguration and now become a credit coach for people. That's mine.
Nice. Matt, thank you very much for that and your service to our great nation. Bella Vreda, we're 3 for 3. Let's go.
3 for 3. That is awesome. Great job, Matt. And next up, we have from Brooklyn, New York, experienced professional blending enterprise level expertise with startup agility to deliver modern financial guidance. Background spans long firms, small practices, and tech startups before founding an innovative accounting practice dedicated to serving entrepreneurs with advanced advisory services, technology-driven solutions, and rapid, impactful execution. Let's welcome to the show, Mohsen Choudhury.
And it's Mohsen?
Yeah,
Mohsen, thank you so much. And your headline fun fact, please. Mohsen.
So I did a solo group trip to Greece like 2 years ago it was island hopping for like 10 days with like 14 strangers. And I'm still friends with some of them today.
Nice. Very cool, Mohsen. Appreciate you. Bella, we're 4 for 4 with headline fun facts. Mohsen kept the streak going. Bella Vreda, please.
Next up, coming from Kansas, brings over 20 years of experience providing entrepreneurs and businesses with professional bookkeeping and advisory services, offers expertise in reconciliation, reporting, budgeting, payroll, and compliance, and yet end of the year preparation for tax efficiency, dedicated to delivering financial clarity, exponential service, and empowering clients to achieve sustainable growth and success. Let's welcome to the show, Tom Wells.
Tom was not available here at the last minute.
Tom's not available. Tom, what's your headline fun fact? You're not here. Excellent. Bella Vreda, who's following up on Tom?
Well, following up on Tom from West Hempstead, New York. 22 plus years in New York real estate and 500 plus deals closed. Jonathan transforms property into people first solutions. From aviation exec to caregiver to community leader, his life is about service, not sales. Author, advocate, and founder of his own brokerage, weaving data, history, and heart into every transaction. Let's welcome to the show, Jonathan Berman.
Thank you very much.
Jonathan, your headline fun fact.
Thank you very much. I wrote a book about Brooklyn that focuses on facts, numbers, and outstanding achievements that occurred in the borough.
Nice. Is Peter Luger's in Brooklyn?
Yes.
Nice. That's outstanding job. Thank you for that. Jonathan, it may not be a Peter Luger steak, but you ready to have a little bit of fun today? Yeah. Yeah, Bill Vrede. Let's go.
Yeah, I think Jonathan's ready. Jonathan, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And next up, from Wisconsin, transformed the frustration from rejection she got in her own business into a purpose of saving others from fear, pain, and confusion of hearing no from traditional lenders. Has worked with over 100 businesses across industries in just 2.5 years, even partnering with top national lenders to align the right money with the right mission, architecting ecosystems with thoughtful lending and collaborative alliances where entrepreneurs get funding, get freed. Let's welcome to the show, Elizabeth Lubinson.
Elizabeth, the badges are in the house, and please, your headline fun fact.
Yes, definitely. I would say the fun fact about me is I am the Disney fan all through and through. I am one of those Disney adults, and I even have my wedding ring is Mickey Mouse. So
That is awesome.
That is a beautiful thing. So, are we talking like what if you could meet any Disney character tomorrow, who would it be?
Ooh, I gotta go with the OG Mickey Mouse. So
Let's go, Mickey. Come on, Elizabeth Bellavrita. Mickey Lovin is in the house. Come on.
Mickey Lovin is in the house. Even got a ring on it. Next up, last but not least, from Hopewell Junction, New York, regional leader with Primerica for almost 20 years with over 300 clients all over the country, turned 13 clients with massive debt into being on track to have $1 million in retirement accounts, set up numerous families to send their children to college without huge loans, focuses on putting in place programs to prevent unexpected disaster like death from turning into financial ruin. Let's welcome to the show, Mr. Howie Gershman.
Mr. Howie Gershman, it is an honor and privilege, sir. You have added value to these humans' lives, bringing them together today. Never an easy thing to do. Howie, thank you on behalf of everyone. And you, as a growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous man who's committed to mastery, what's your headline fun fact?
Well, thank you, Sean and Bella. This is always fun to bring these folks together and get to meet each other and do all kinds of crazy things together. My fun fact for today is my wife and I have been married 53 years, 53, longer than most of you have been born, and same person, one time. And our favorite thing to do is to watch YouTube channels of people sailing around the world. It's the slowest, most expensive way to get from one place to another.
That is super fun, Howie. I love it. Should we do the thing, sir?
Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to introduce the woman that's been doing, the introducing. This woman started her career in influence as an 8-year-old on her parents' front lawn. 19 years old, the red hair is a flying, and she is a 7-figure, $1 million business generator, network marketing as a teenager. That doesn't happen, except with her. 24, 25, 26 years old. She's three-peating, but not in hoops, but like Michael Jordan, as Nevada's #1 business broker, male-dominated industry, first woman ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker, youngest person, male or female, ever to do it, let alone do it 3 straight times. Starts training Fortune 500 companies, entrepreneurs. 2019, every sales team she works with doubles their sales. She's a skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer in the most extreme of conditions. Wonderful from a blind man, not YouTube like Howie and his wife watch. And she's also a philanthropist, raising $10 million plus with the Unblinded team. Is a 2-time, about 3-time published author who in 2023 publicly battled and defeated cancer. Let's welcome to Howie's Heart of Influence, a woman in her 1800th plus episode of the show. I said 1800th, 1800th. That's what I did say. 9,000 plus people she's met on this show. The one, the only heart of influence, Bella Burrita. Miss Bella Burrita, please, your headline fun fact, please.
I'm going to go with the headline fun fact that the very first place that Sean took me to for my first birthday we celebrated together, was Disney World. That is my fun fact for today, Sean Kelly.
Amazing. Thank you for that, Bella Rita. To call 201-949-8377 on speaker.
Hey there, I'm Callie. I am your influence mastery agent. Ready when you are.
Hey, Callie. So Elizabeth is a big fan, and Bella and I went to Disney in the very, very beginning of the beginning. And so Bella Rita, of course, won the Heart of Influence. And Callie, for Elizabeth, what are three amazing lessons we can learn from Mickey Mouse about influence? Real quick, let's go with 90 seconds or less, Callie. Three quick, massive integrity-based human influence, impactful lessons from the one and only king himself, Mickey Mouse. And what should Bella Rita's new nickname today be? We've called it the Velvet Hammer, the Radiant Catalyst. Let's end with Bella's new nickname, but three lessons from the magical Mickey Mouse. Callie, now, please.
The magic of Mickey Mouse, the eternal maestro of influence. First, Mickey teaches us the power of emotional rapport. He greets every friend with open arms and a sparkling smile, making everyone feel seen and special. Second, he embodies heroic, unique identity, HUE. No matter the chaos, Mickey stands for optimism, courage, and kindness. His character is his compass, and people follow his heart. Third, Mickey masters agreement formation through fun and adventure. He invites others into his world, making every yes feel like the start of a magical journey. And for Bella Verita, today she shall be crowned the enchanting bridge, the one who turns curiosity into commitment, weaving wonder and trust wherever she goes. What do you think? Shall we sprinkle a little more?
No, I think that's perfect, Callie. So, Bella, you are the enchanting bridge for today. And Elizabeth, how did you feel about that assessment about Mickey from Callie? Elizabeth, what say you?
I thought it was exactly spot on. And I think it is exactly what they want Mickey to be and what he truly is in each of the movies that I've ever seen him in, and what he likes to have all of the movies underneath the Disney brand.
So what I'm hearing you say is Callie nailed it. Am I hearing that correctly, Elizabeth?
Nailed it. Nailed
Yes.
it.
And Callie was certainly not scripted to say that about Mickey Mouse. More on Callie later. Bella Verita, please, over to you. The Enchanted Bridge. The Enchanted Bridge.
The Enchanted Bridge. And I think on that note, I will introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and integrity than Sean Callagy. He is a philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million for charity. And in fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile. He's actually spoken at Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around making a difference in people's lives, he is running the Unblinded Mission, where this year he will be named one of the world's first and only self-funded unicorn founder. Let's give it up for the one and only Sean Callagy.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Bella Verita. Thank you all for being here. My headline fun fact is this. Bella's dad is a 3-time combat tour veteran, 2 times Vietnam, 1 time Desert Storm. Had the blessing and privilege of being in Texas, Austin Airport with Bella as her dad returned from an honor flight being flown to Washington, D.C. with 50 other American heroes, including 2 World War II veterans, the oldest being 98 years old. It was one of the most powerful, impactful experiences of my entire life. There's not a dry eye in the house as American flags were crazily everywhere, and these heroes had a hero's welcome back home. And one of our unblinded certification partners, Nathan Hansen, actually flew the commercial airliner for Southwest to fly him back as a beautiful gift to Bella, myself, and her dad. So that's my headline fun fact for today, Bella Verita. And back to you.
That is a super fun and very cool and very true fun fact.
And who's going first?
I think we should kick it off with Karen today, Sean.
Karen, Bella's going to be anybody you want her to be because we are exploring how everything happens. The creation of the United States of America, Disney, the NFL, all of it after yes. Oprah Winfrey, the raising of money by Helen Keller, who could even see or hear, all of it after yes. But what does that look like in 2025 in the world of pitching, hooking, closings, aftermath? Because who wants that? Yuck. But what does it look like when heart center integrous people come together and yes should happen in the world of AI and social media and all that's coming at us nonstop? How do we make it through the noise and have the yeses that should happen actually happen? To illustrate this, Karen, Bella's going to be anybody you want her to be. She could be a philanthropist. She could be a charitable fundraising partner. She could be an ideal client. Or heck, she could be Walt Disney himself, Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, whomever you want her to be, historical fiction, whatever, that would be a relevant yes for you to create. It doesn't have to be a sale, doesn't have to be a final yes, Karen. It could just be a yes for a longer conversation. Bella will be anybody you want her to be. Karen, who do you want her to be? 3 minutes, hello to yes. Who's Bella going to be? Please, Karen.
So, Bella, you are going to be an owner of a company with about 45 employees.
Beautiful.
Very
Bella,
good.
please take us in.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. This is Karen. I just want to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk with you today. I know we spoke earlier on the phone, and I'm super excited to show you this IRS-approved plan. It's actually going to save you about $560 per employee in FICA taxes. It's going to give your employees a pay raise and some extra benefits that don't interfere with anything you already have, all at net zero cost. So can I ask you a few questions to just begin?
This sounds interesting. Yes.
Okay, great. I know when we spoke earlier, you told me you had 45 employees. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, great. And do you offer them any benefits?
We do.
And what do you offer them?
We offer health, vision, and dental.
Okay. And do you find that a lot of people are signing up for those offerings?
They do, yeah. I'd say most people do.
Great, great. Sometimes we see that, sometimes we don't. What is the biggest challenge you have with your employees?
I think the biggest challenge is, coming back post-COVID, nobody wants to come into the office. Everybody thinks they should stay home and be able to work from home, but we really believe, office culture is important.
That's hard. I see that a lot too. And I also see sometimes folks are ready to jump ship for a little bit more money or a little bit better benefits. And I think when you don't have that camaraderie in the office, it's tougher to keep those people. So commend you for trying to bring them back in. That's important.
Yes, thank you.
Well, the plan that I want to show you today, again, it is IRS approved. I am just going to give you a little brief overview of it since we're limited on time today. But what it does, as I mentioned, it saves you on FICA taxes and it gives the employee some extra pay because of the way the taxes work. They are also going to get some additional benefits. And the great part about this plan, it is not going to interfere with any of the offerings that you already have. It's just going to enhance them, bring down utilization, and save your company even more money in addition to your FICA savings. What it's going to give them, it's going to give them zero copay at the doctor visits. So if you've got a plan and they're paying $50 a copay, they can now use our plan, again, bring down usage and save them money. It's going to give them generic prescriptions for them and their family there's over 300 at zero cost, and then there's some more at $1 cost. But that again will bring down some of the usage for them and save them some money. We also have telehealth, and we also have a virtual mental health for the whole family. We really think that's important in today's environment. There's so many people that are having mental health issues. They can't get in to see therapists. With our plan, they're able to make an appointment. They can do it in the leisure of their home, and they're able to get the same therapist each time. And finally, we're going to give some vet visits to Fido. So we have an on-call 24/7 vet where they can call and they can ask any question about their animal, and we can give them advice and kind of do triage over the phone if needed. Again, all of this is at a net zero cost because it's coming out of the tax savings that the folks are getting. And I'd love to go into more detail with you on how this works. Would you be able to maybe schedule a call next week for about 30 minutes where I can show you how everything works?
Karen, you've given beautiful information. Definitely interested to see how we could do more. I got to run right now, but maybe we could set something up for next week.
That would be great. I'll give you a call back. Would Tuesday afternoon around 3 be okay?
Let's do it.
Perfect. Thank you, Bella.
Awesome.
Appreciate your time.
Great job, Karen and Malcolm. That brings us to you. And Malcolm, who would you like for me to be? If you could unmute for us.
You're a mayor of a town that sits next to an intermittent body of water.
Okay, a mayor by the water. I am ready. Hello, this is Mayor Bella.
Hi, this is Malcolm Adams at Avid Solutions. Our R&D firm was contacted by your city manager to help with some of your infrastructure planning.
Okay. I think I remember someone mentioning something about it. And so what is it that you guys can help us? How can you help us?
Well, it's threefold. We can help you from a workforce perspective because somebody's got to do the work normally when we have these kinds of issues that need to be tackled. The biggest question is who's going to do the work. We can also help with training the citizens that already live in the area that are out of work or either need to, upskill so that they can stay relevant in the workforce, as well as automating a lot of the process so that it's more cost effective as well as efficient.
That sounds like there's a lot that you could definitely help with, but I think we reached out to a couple of different firms. So can you tell me a little bit about your firm? Because we're, looking to make a decision on which direction we're going to go.
Yes, we are the firm that is partnered with the U.S. Department of Agriculture, U.S. Department of Labor, as well as IBM, so that there is longevity and compliance. We do not have to fight through a bunch of paperwork to get things done.
That's fine.
As worry about a long turnaround time. We get our paperwork back because everything's templated and we already have these relationships on the other side. So when it comes to any EDA funding, the economic development administration, or of course, USDOL for any of the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act funding, we already have standards that have been adopted and approved by them across the country that get all of our programs approved right away. So we have no issue implementing our partnerships with CompTIA or NCCER, I'm sorry, on the construction side, so that we can help improve the overall ecology for everyone involved without raising the rent on the people that live there.
Wow, that sounds very impressive. Definitely think it's going to take a little bit longer of a conversation to go over all the details and make the final decision. So maybe you could stop by next week and we can go from there.
Yes, and I will shoot over some documentation as well as bring some visual aid for the presentation so everyone can follow along and look at some of our previous.
Visuals always help a visual learner. So thank you for that. Malcolm, I look forward to seeing you next week.
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent job, Malcolm. Bella Rita, the feedbackers,
please. The feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Karen or Malcolm, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then a score of one word on how they left you feeling. So let's kick it off with Elizabeth, because I think she's feeling quite joyful today. So Elizabeth, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Karen, please?
Awesome. So 30 seconds for feedback. I thought it was great. The fact that she jumped right on, it felt like it was a warm lead that she had someone who she talked to before. I really felt that, as well as the lots of info. And just when it started to get a little bit more kind of need to know is when she offered that meeting for the follow-up, and the fact that it was a date and time and verified. I thought it was really great and definitely left everybody happy to get on again.
Nice. And one word, how'd you feel?
Excited.
Bella Rita, excited. Come on.
Elizabeth's excited. Let's go, Jonathan. Jonathan, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Malcolm, please?
I thought it was informative. I thought he was talking to definitely the right people. I mean, anybody, if you're talking to the mayor, you're talking to the decision maker. And I thought it was a very professional presentation. I mean, he got his point across.
Nice. And Jonathan, one word of how Malcolm made you feel. One word.
Professional.
Professional. Belvrita, excited, professional. We're rolling. Let's go.
Excited and professional. Let's go. Matt, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Karen, please?
Karen definitely came in as she's been doing this since she was like a kid. I like it. Just came in and was like, "Hey, we spoke before. It's very conversational. Already had a relationship established, and definitely was very informative on everything. How it would benefit her client, and then also at the end, she's like, "Hey, I know we're short on time. Here's how we can continue on and give you more information in case you have any questions." So it's very much like this is how it works. Any questions, concerns, which I like that. So
nice. Matt, one word, how Karen made you feel.
I would say friendly / warm. So I'll give her 2.
Belvrita, friendly.
Friendly and warm. Let's go to Mohsen. Mohsen, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Malcolm, please?
So like the feedback, it was very like informative, quick to the point, and if I came across like really like knowledgeable, and I really liked the fact, like I said, like the follow up would bring like a visual, because I feel like sometimes when you have such an informational topic or something like that, it's easy for someone to fall under like a lot of information, but if you provide like visuals and things like that, see like what you're talking about, helps out a lot.
Awesome. And one word, how you felt.
Felt like it was a very competent.
Competent, Belvrita. You're competent too, Bella.
Very competent. You know who else is competent? Howie Gershman is competent. So Howie, how about your one word on how Karen and then Malcolm left you feeling? So how about both?
I want to use the same word for both of them because I really felt the same way. Confident. They know what they're talking about. That's more
confident, than one. Howie. And here's what I'm confident of. You and Bella have been scheming, Howie. Oh, yeah, fine, folks.
No way.
Yeah, these amazing people who've been here. You've done a beautiful job. Now they're about to stick it to me. I pay the bills around here. Belvrita.
That is true. He does pay the bills around here. But Howie, I always love conspiring with you because you know we get to put Sean on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about. I've been cooking up some spooky hello to yeses over here. But I know sometimes you have one yourself. Do you already have one cooked up, or you want to hear what spooky tales I got cooked up?
Well, I don't know. I've conspired a little bit with Jonathan here about some topical information.
All right, let's hear it.
So as you know, that Jonathan is from Brooklyn. Born, raised, gonna die in Brooklyn. And one of the things well, maybe not yet anyways, but the point is he's a huge sports fan, even though the Dodgers, Brooklyn Dodgers left Brooklyn in the 50s before he was born. He still holds a grudge against them. And now they're in Los Angeles and in the World Series. It drives him crazy. Now, boy, and Sean has been a Mets and Jets fan for all his life. Also drives them crazy because they don't win any games. So now Sean's yes to achieve in this scenario is that he's got to convince Jonathan, Sean has to convince Jonathan to root for the Los Angeles Dodgers in spite of his hatred for them from leaving Brooklyn. There we go. There. Is that complicated enough?
John, are you up for this? Convincing Jonathan to now be an LA Dodgers fan?
I don't get paid enough for this. Thank you very much. Yes. So, all right. And quick question, Jonathan. Who is your favorite before we start? Who's your favorite team currently?
The Yankees.
Got it. Okay. Hi, is Jonathan available?
I'm sorry?
Is Jonathan available?
He's calling you, Jonathan. That's
Yeah, is Jonathan? Yeah. Hi, is Jonathan available?
Oh, yes, it's a call. Yes, absolutely. Hi, how are you?
Yeah, hey, it's Bella Verita. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is it still a good time for you?
Excellent time.
Yeah. So Jonathan, listen, it's wonderful to have a conversation with you about this topic. But what I'm fascinated by is why'd you even take my call in the first place? I know how much you despise the Brooklyn Dodgers. I'm honored, but why even accept this conversation in the first place, please, Jonathan?
Because I'm always open to hearing opinions, and I'd love to hear why you think I should why I should hear the your pitch.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't pitch. I'm not even sure you should actually like the Dodgers. You have every reason in the world to despise them at the highest level, moving out of Brooklyn like thieves in the night, all the things. But what I'm curious about is why do you like the Yankees now? And what's it all about for you? What's the hatred of the Dodgers based on? Why the Yankees? And what does fandom mean to you?
So I like the Yankees because they present themselves as winners, and being a New York team and being the as winners, I like to associate myself with winners. And your other question was,
Yeah. Why do you despise the Dodgers?
oh, why is that? Because they deserted us. And it's not all about money. It's also about camaraderie, and that's what the Yankees bring to me, and that's what the Dodgers left behind.
Got it. So this is like a purely geographic dynamic is how you relate to fandom and support, or not? Like why not the fans?
Absolutely, it's all about New York. In fact, even the New York Giants, even though they're in New Jersey, they see each state brought their part of it. They brought New and New York. So anyway, they said they New Jersey brought New and New York brought the York. So it's New York Giants, even though they are in New Jersey.
Beautiful. So winning, I heard winning also though. Like so you like the Yankees over the Mets because of winning, even though they're both from New York, or what's the difference between the Mets and
Yes,
Yankees?
it's all about winning.
Okay. Was it all about winning or geography?
It's winning and the drive to win and geography. That means we're lucky here in New York, we have two teams, and it's ultimately about winning. That's what it's about.
And so I'm also hearing though, like there's a deep abiding love under the geography, am I hearing correctly, for place, like origin, loyalty. Am I hearing this?
Yes, absolutely.
Got it. So, okay. So from that place, couple quick thoughts, if that's okay with you, please, Jonathan. Can I share a couple things?
Sure.
Yep. So I'm hearing it, loyalty to winning. I'm hearing geography, but I'm also hearing an underlying loyalty to like origin. And so I know we're running short on time. All I'm simply proposing to you is this, right? What's your favorite charity, Jonathan? Like what causes like really make your heart sing?
The Brooklyn Museum.
Beautiful. And what do you love about the Brooklyn Museum?
It brings out the best in Brooklyn in terms of the arts.
Beautiful. So here's my proposal. How would it resonate with you or not to have a 30-minute follow-up meeting with me, Bella Verita, Sean Callaghy? He's a prolific fundraiser. If he would do a fundraiser for the Brooklyn Museum, if you would hear us out on giving the Dodgers another chance, since there's an origin story to the Dodgers that is rooted, of course, in Brooklyn. Like the Mets have the Jackie Robinson Rotunda, right, for deep abiding love to the Dodgers. So the very simple question in reality is this. Would you at least have a 30-minute conversation about tying together a Brooklyn Museum fundraiser, you rooting as a National League team, not against the Yankees, but for the Dodgers? Would this be something you'd be open to having a conversation about, yay or nay, Jonathan?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate that, and absolutely not talking about fandom change or any of those things for now, but thank you for agreeing to the 30-minute meeting. And shall I set that up with your assistant, Tom, that set up this conversation for today? ... Jonathan, thank you very much for that. Appreciate you very, very much. And Jonathan, how did I do with the conversation about the Dodgers and you? And how did I do also, Jonathan, in terms of the Heart of Influence? How was your experience today?
So I think you got me where where you wanted me to go. That means your ultimate goal was to have a meeting and to be able to present your point. And you were successful in doing that because you connected with me on a different level and brought me to and connected your goal with my other goal. So
Yeah.
yes, I
Beautiful. Thank you. And your truth. Because the truth is you're a loyal person and you have a clear pattern of what you look for. So we're able to bring the truth forward. Because I always say that Integrous Influences is the loving pursuit of the relevant truth. So thank you for that illustration, Jonathan. Did a great job. And how was your time overall today on the Heart of Influence, Jonathan?
it's very interesting. It's new to me. It's a lot of moving parts, but very interesting.
Yes. So thank you for that. I appreciate you. And by the way, none of us say like the Heart of Influence is the end. It's just the beginning, right? All relationships are built on shared experiences. We all need people. So maybe it's a baseball game, maybe it's a walk in the park, or maybe it's the Heart of Influence for the efficiency of getting a bunch of people real quick and spending an hour. So thank you for that, Jonathan, and joining the more than 9,000 people that have been on the show. Did a beautiful job. I thank you. Karen, thanks for kicking us off in the participant seat. Wonderful job, Karen. Never an easy place to be. Karen, how was your time today on Howie's Heart of Influence?
Oh, it was great. I appreciate him having me on here and enjoyed everyone else on here. And just, it was a great opportunity to kind of get some feedback and meet some other cool people.
Well, you're cool people yourself, Karen. I thank you for that. Speaking of cool people, Elizabeth, really appreciate the energy, the heart, the Disney ring, Mickey style, all of it. Elizabeth, how was your time today on Howie's Heart of Influence?
It was awesome. Very great to be able to get on kind of a call and talk about sales and how to kind of bring that up into wonderful conversations without feeling pushy. And that's kind of where I saw all of this going. And it was really great to hear everybody's perspective. It's a great call.
Yeah. Awesome. And just as a quick footnote, Elizabeth, quick distinction is we talk about the power of causing yes, not of sales. What Walt Disney did is he caused yes, compoundingly, the making of Snow White, the raising of capital for it, overcoming the thought of Disney's folly, the creation of yes for the Imagineers programs. ABC becomes an integrous, entertaining infomercial for the entire Disney ecosystem. But what does it look like when Disney post the life of Walt did? Oh, actually, Disneyland, of course, Disney World. Yes, 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 yes. Funding, property, people, things, ecosystem merging, the purchase of Marvel, Disney, the launch of Disney Studios, the creation and acquisition of Lucasfilms and Pixar from Steve Jobs. Kevin Mayer did those things. We just interviewed him. So for all of us, it is the causing of a yes, not just the causing of a sale. That's just one of the yeses we cause. Leadership, management, marketing, selling, recruitment, fundraising, for profit, not for profit, all of those things, including your husband causing you to say yes in love of Disney. So Elizabeth, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Belverita, over to you.
Over to me. That takes us to, how about we go to our other participant who allowed me to play a mayor. I love being the boss. Malcolm, thank you. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
I am one of those individuals who has what I like to call a healthy level of cynicism, being from the science community. And I like the fact that I was able to kind of internally pick the entire process apart, just out of respect for it, of course, and come away with some insights that I can leverage.
Mm-hmm. So what will be one of those insights you can leverage, Malcolm?
I liked when you were on the other side, the side that I was on, and you asked questions that led to the follow-up, but also led into more than likely yes, because you incentivized beyond what I did, which was bringing visual aid to help with the learnability aspect and knock the new off for the mayor. You incentivized with the fundraising, the potential fundraiser with the person who rightfully would be disinterested to be swayed. So that was something I'm definitely going to utilize going forward. Because I do have a nonprofit career academy as well, but I'm not even thinking about it in social enterprise aspect as much as even incentivizing like our trainees to actually get the training done. Like I like that approach.
Yeah, amen, Malcolm. And final. Very often people say what I do looks like magic, but what it actually is advanced science. There's a
it's definitely
yeah.
Psychology it's not like dark psychology or CIA tactics. It's like a really someone said friendly earlier. It's a relationship and I really like it.
Yep, thank you. And the word that we use is integrous, which is a word, and it has 3 parts. 1, transparency to the relevant truth. 2, that you seek to add more value than you will receive. 3, that the thing you say works actually does.
Yeah.
Which I don't think the traditional educational models, including maybe an Ivy League graduate, Columbia University, and a law school graduate with honors, I don't think they work for what they're supposed to do in a capitalist structure. So yes.
They've proven not to.
Yes, sir. So I really appreciate it. Listen, we love, in our language, high skeptics, because high skeptics, once they see truth, are drawn to it. So Malcolm, thank you for bringing your high skepticism, as you defined somewhat cynicism, to the party. Thank you for being here today, and great job.
Thank you.
And Sean, just as a fun fact, Dr. Malcolm knows AJ Donaldson.
That is super fun. Love AJ a ton. AJ is an awesome human being. So love AJ. Thank you, Malcolm. Dr. Malcolm. Belverita.
Let's go to our credit coach, Max. Thank you for being here. Excellent job in the feedbacker's seat. And how was your experience with us on the Heart of Influence?
It's definitely not the I didn't know what to expect coming on. I mean, I know the form, but I didn't know what to expect. So this definitely was a great experience. And it was good to hear, Sean, you in your role play in the tonality that you're using your tone and then the questions. And also you could tell like you're being very genuine. Now that Malcolm said that, like, you're like, hey, I'm here to help. I understand if you want to do it. It's okay. I'm not here to like try to pull one over you and just hear that. Because I feel like for me, in my experience in sales, if I had the training years ago, I would have closed a lot more deals because that's natural I am as a person. And to be and be told, you gotta say this and this and this. And I'm like, why is this working? And I'm like, people tell me too nice. I'm like, this is exactly like how it would work with me and my style, how I am. So it's really good to experience that and study it while you're doing it. Oh, this is happening real time. Okay, yeah. Done. So it was great. So the whole show was good.
Amen. Thank you. We're never going to get anywhere. We try to make people do things, right, that we're not transparent to. And I always say this, people will be like, hey, what's your pitch? I'm like, I don't have one ever. We teach against pitching, against hooking, and even respectfully against the word closing. Everything is about the opening of listening and discovering whether or not there's an intersection. So I always say that we want to be the mouse that is removing the thorn from the lion's foot. If there's no thorn, there's no yes to be had. There's nothing to remove. So we're in to discover if there's actual pain, a legitimate need, then we can remove the thorn if that's something we're capable of doing. So thank you, brother. Great job today. Belverita.
That takes us to, last but not least, solo trip to Greece. But here on the Heart of Influence today, Mohsen, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence? Hopefully as fun as Greece.
Yeah, so I mean, I want to my goal in life is to always be like rich in experiences, and so I definitely try to like try anything like be on part of this just to see the experience of it, and it definitely was like a good one. Hearing from other people, like meeting new people, even if it's just like virtually, and just like having like real conversations. So I felt like people were authentic, and it wasn't just a lot of like marketing speak or salesperson speak. It's more just like the authenticity.
Amen. Marketing speak, sales speak. I was on my way to Mosin to being blind and broke at 26 years old, 27 years old, actually, just turned 27. And I was petrified because I couldn't think of anything more disgusting than marketing or selling until I codified, figured out how do people with integrity and heart actually make it in a capitalist structure. And I determined that one of the most incredible things we could do is bring truth forward to people through integrous marketing, selling, and relationship building. So thank you, Mosin, for being here today. That's what it's all about. That brings us to Howie. Howie, that is who you are, dude. This dude was so highly skeptical in the early days of our time with us, and now he is the truest, true believer in all that's happening here. So Howie, we love you, appreciate you, and your final, Howie.
Yeah, I always like to say, I get a lot of value and felling, we'll use that word, bringing people together and introducing them who I think they can maybe do business together, make some money, live happily ever after. But just so you know, you're going to get a copy of everybody's contact information in a little while. So hang on for that. And this is the first time all of you probably have ever met each other. So just make sure it's not the last.
Awesome job, Howie. People meet people all the time and nothing happens. But I've had the blessing and privilege of building some extraordinary outcomes in my life, unique by any human standard. And as you heard earlier, this year, on the cusp of becoming the first blind, self-funded unicorn, meaning billion-dollar company value founder in the history of the world, for real, not hype, like not based on like IP overvaluation, like EBITDA, like earnings, times a multiple, legit valuation. And I was in the 50th percentile in my high school class as a freshman in high school. So if I could do this as a defective human born with my blindness, I think anybody can really find the way, the pattern, and it's here. So Belverita, over to you. Your final. Great job today.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And my final today is, as Howie said, this is maybe the first time you're meeting. Do not make this the last, because this show is designed to build relationships. And we do have some gifts for you in the chat to help cultivate and exponentially grow those relationships sooner, faster, quicker. So definitely check out those links. And Sean, thank you. And back to you.
Belverita, thank you. Howie, thank you. Everybody, thank you. I end every show by saying this. If you want more, have a chat with Callie, our ACTI agent. We have $1 million bet out that no agent can out-influence our agent on any neutral, integrous set of facts. So check it out, see what we got, because it is everybody. Imagine if you had like a team of 100 people working for you. That would be pretty crazy. Yes, so that's what we got going here. And besides that, I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as to the possibilities for acceleration, well, those so often sit right here. But we could all use a little unblinding, because Belverita and everyone, with all the possibilities sitting right in front of our eyes, at some level, unfortunately, we are all blind.
And just learning to